These are the words of a child who survived a monster, a child we'll call Maya. Her story and the stories of countless others are hidden behind headlines that shock the world. But what happens when the monster isn't just a headline? What happens when he's broadcasting his crimes to a hidden network of paying customers on the dark web? This is the story of the international manhunt for one of the most dangerous predators of the digital age, Peter Gerard Scully. An Australian from Melbourne, operated from a remote corner of the Philippines. He wasn't just committing crimes, he was building a business. On a dark website called No Limits Fun, he sold disturbing videos. He even allegedly offered pay-per-view live streams, fulfilling twisted requests from customers in the US, UK, Germany, and Brazil. The content was an extreme form of harmful material known as Hurtcore, a term for those who take pleasure in causing suffering. Scully became infamous for a series of videos known as Daisy's Destruction, depicting the mistreatment of an 18-month-old baby named Daisy and two other young girls. For a long time, these videos were thought to be an urban legend, until the awful truth was confirmed. The net began to close thanks to international cooperation. The first clue came from Dutch law enforcement. During a raid on suspected offenders in Holland, they found a hard drive. On it were videos of severe mistreatment, including the suffering of a baby that they suspected were filmed in the Philippines. The Philippine National Bureau of Investigation had almost nothing to go on, just the interiors of a house and the view from a window. A joint task force, including Australian Federal Police, began a painstaking search. Going house to house, they meticulously matched frames from the videos, the tiles on a floor, the design of a window, to one of the 15 locations Scully had used. It was in these houses that he harmed at least 8 girls, some as young as 18 months old. The investigation led to 3 main victims from the Daisy's Destruction videos: baby Daisy, 11-year-old Cindy, and 12-year-old Liza. Investigators learned the parents had handed them over, believing Scully would feed, house, and educate them. Miraculously, they found Daisy and Liza alive. But for Cindy, help came too late. Scully's girlfriend and chief accomplice, Liesl Margallo, led police to a house where they uncovered Cindy's remains in a hidden burial site. Margallo later admitted that Scully had forced Cindy to dig this place and that she tragically lost her life, all recorded on video. After years on the run, Peter Scully was cornered and arrested. The evidence against him was watertight, but the man himself remained a chilling enigma. In an interview with 60 Minutes Australia, he was confronted with his crimes. He denied, deflected, and dismissed the horrors he committed. When asked if he had any remorse, his answer was telling. To that, Scully had no answer. The interviewer later said she felt torn between wanting to vomit and wanting to punch him. Scully was sentenced to life in prison and later received an additional sentence of 129 years. But his case ripped the cover off a terrifying reality. He is just the tip of the iceberg. His operation proved there is a lucrative market for this content. This has led investigators and experts to ask a chilling question. What if the next evolution of this crime isn't static video files, but private, untraceable live streams? Offenders now use sophisticated technology to stay invisible. Networks like the Nth Rooms in South Korea have already shown how predators can use platforms like Telegram to manipulate victims and stream harmful content to paying members. The idea of red rooms, live-streamed cruelty and killing has long been considered an urban legend, but cases like Scully's prove that the demand for such horrific content is terrifyingly real. Law enforcement confirms these kinds of operations are absolutely still going on. The fight against these networks takes a tremendous toll on those who must review this material to bring predators to justice. One agent involved in Scully's case admitted to having nightmares until he was caught. But in this darkness, there is perseverance. Maya, the survivor whose words opened our story, is now a 5th grader. She loves playing outside, doing ballet, and dreams of becoming a singer. Her name was changed for her protection, but her strength is real. She is a reminder that you cannot truly celebrate perseverance without knowing the severity of what has been overcome. Organizations like Love 146 journey alongside children impacted by trafficking. If you or someone you know needs help, you are not alone.